24 days ago, I was at Woodland Hills Golf Course. It was 102 degrees outside. Sweat was pouring off my face. I just hit a 25-foot putt to put us 8 under for the day. I was met by high fives from my teammates when the phone rang. Redway is done. My heart sank just like my putt. I'm a small town girl from Bennett, Nebraska. My family farms. Yes, Bennett. My family farms. My dad is Mr. Fix-It and the best guy I know. I was a total tomboy, first girl born in my family in 75 years. Yes, 75. My very German grandmother, Hilda, used to scold me and called me a shit-ass and told me that if I didn't learn to sew, cook, and clean, I'd never find a husband and most likely starve. My senior year, I gave the graduation speech at my local high school, and just like tonight, I procrastinated. I remember Mr. Buttrell, my principal, said, "Just imagine everybody in the crowd is naked." That is terrible advice. So I promise you I'm not thinking that now. But I gave the speech and walked across the stage and thought, I've done it. I'm ready to get out of this small town, and I'm ready for my next adventure. I wasn't going to be the dumb blonde, the ditzy jock, the girl who couldn't cut it. I was ready to get out of there. Now let's fast forward a little bit through college, grad school, marriage, 2 kids, to 3 years ago when I landed at the Lincoln Airport and said, I'm on board to taking a brand new position at a small airport in the middle of a global pandemic. Now, I know what you're thinking. What in the HE double hockey sticks was she doing? And trust me, when I walked into that very empty terminal on my first day and heard only 5 passengers had boarded a plane, I thought the same thing. But like I said, I like a challenge, and boy, was this one. When I arrived, our marketing and community engagement was virtually non-existent. We were in a bad spot. Airlines were cutting routes, social distancing and masking was our daily life, and the team I was hired to manage was just sent home. So how do you market? How do you stay relevant in an industry so desperately hurt by the pandemic? You find the silver lining. You study the industry, you read the books, you follow the movers and shakers, the other successful airports. You make friends, get mentors, ask a million questions. You invite the public into your daily life. We wanted to make the airport human. Social media was crucial, from celebrating my 91-year-old customer service agent's birthday to introducing Millie, our airport therapy dog, and when all else fails, just show cool pictures of planes. My boss said, I want the community to use the airport even if they never fly. Why is this important? Because you cannot have a successful airport without a successful community. We need each other. And so we got creative. From free movies that we do we got one Friday night, free movies. Now we have about 10,000 people that come in a summer. And then we have this little thing called the Air Show. 340,000 people came, plus the Blue Angels. So we have Moana Friday night if anybody wants to come. So why is this important? Because we want to show, again, if people aren't flying, they could come to the airport and take advantage of using it because we are here for the community. And we educated. $1.3 billion is what we bring economically to the community. Ever hear of Allie Batenhorst? Husker volleyball star? We were one of the first airports to do an NIL deal. And we became the official airport of the Huskers. And then we have these cool things called luggage tags. These are iconic. And my personal favorite, at least this bag doesn't belong to an Iowa fan. Sorry for any Iowa fans out there. And we built for the future. We built a brand new modern terminal, something our community could be proud of. It felt like we were on top of the world, except for we're missing that one thing, the elephant in the room, more air service. So out of frustration birthed the opportunity to try something different, to try something entrepreneurial. That was Redway. If this works, we make history. We change the trajectory of LNK, and we give hope to every small airport in the community, in the country. Now let me take you back to 24 days ago at that golf course. I hung up the phone, tears in my eyes, sucked up the last 2 holes of golf, and headed into work in my very sweaty clothes, thinking, is this it? How did we get here? How did this happen? Poof, it was all gone. You know that feeling, I don't want to leave the house, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to face the music? You know that feeling, right? That feeling of frustration, the feeling of failure. That's what I felt, and I cried. And I cried a lot. But the truth is, there is no simple answer on why. Sometimes that's just business. Some businesses fail, some ideas failed, and this failed. Sometimes it's just not destined to work. But what I did learn is you don't back down, you don't give up. What I learned is sometimes you just got to keep trying. Because failure is like turbulence. It's temporary. And with determination, you'll soar above it. So if a small town girl from Nebraska can rise after a fall, so can you. So fasten your seatbelts, prepare for takeoff, and aim for the skies. Because at Lincoln Airport, that's what we do. So don't be afraid to take flight. Be bold, be creative, embrace risk, foster that entrepreneurial spirit, keep innovating, and champion local. Thank you.